Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and how are you? I am Sarah as your presenter today will accompany you in the next 10 minutes in our program Good Morning. For today, Good Morning will present latest news from the United States of America. The first news is about social media and its impact to children. Recently, the Americans are discussing whether social media is good or not for children. They also concern the positive and negative impacts of social media for the kids. To know the situation there, hear live report from Veronica Balderas in America.
No more social media access for those under 18 without their parents' permission. That will be the new standard in Utah when two new laws signed by Republican Governor Spencer Cox take effect in March 2024.
Our administration is very concerned about how social media is affecting our children. Youth rates of depression and other mental health issues are on the rise, and social media companies know their products are toxic.
Other governors and lawmakers in several states also want social media companies to be held accountable for what they argue are addictive features. There is no scientific evidence, however, to conclude that social media is the sole cause of mental health problems in minors, says Mitch Prinstein, Chief Science Officer of the American Psychological Association.
We instead need to talk about what are the specific features built into social media platforms, and what is the specific content that kids could be exposed to on social media that may be helpful or harmful to which specific kids.
Meta, the company that owns Instagram, told VOA in a statement that besides removing content that promotes self-harm, it has tools that help teens have age-appropriate experiences. Snapchat is constantly being evaluated to make the platform safer, a spokesperson told VOA. Still, school districts in Seattle and other states have filed lawsuits blaming tech giants for a mental health crisis among students. Social media, more often than not, amplifies vulnerabilities that already exist. But it's a tool that has positive aspects too, according to digital media researcher Katie Davis.
In terms of teens' access to information and support online for the different identities that they are exploring.
Social media also creates educational opportunities, says researcher Linda Charmarman, an independent consultant for Meta. She encourages tech giants to work more closely with scientists and find effective ways to support the well-being of young social media users.
Find interesting, innovative ways to notice that somebody is struggling. They could find ways in which they could make it not as enticing.
Charmarman also believes parents and teachers should become well-versed on the benefits and challenges of social media so they can identify unwanted behaviors in children and provide adequate guidance. Veronica Balderas Iglesias, VOA News, Washington.
The next information is about the International Sea Day. This year, the topic of International Sea Day is supporting sea conservation, keeping sea purity, and finding solutions to stop pollution from the sea. Let's watch the coverage.
World Ocean Day is an opportunity to come together and galvanize support for conservation in the ocean, for keeping the ocean pristine, and to finding ways to stop pollution from the ocean. We've pledged to conserve 30% of the oceans under our jurisdiction in the U.S. And that's something that we plan to accomplish by the year 2030. blue economy is an economy that supports marine conservation, but also supports jobs that are derived from seafaring activities. The value of ocean-based industries could double by 2030, could be as much as $3 trillion going forward. We're also working on illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. Fishing that's done in a way that's not sustainable, that hurts communities, and that jeopardizes the livelihoods of many people around the world. What they have chosen to do is to preserve their seas from Costa Rica all the way to the Galapagos. That's 500,000 square kilometers. And we're going to help them to look for ways to make sure that the marine environment is preserved for generations to come. Right now, we dump a lot of our plastics into the ocean. That's got to stop, and that, what you'll see, is the beginning of an effort to try and cut back on some of that waste. We're running out of time in order to clean up our oceans. We have a crisis with the ocean, and we have our work cut out for us.
That's all the various information from America delivered in the Good Morning program today. Hope the information is useful and also increases your knowledge. I am Sarah with the Good Morning crew. Withdraw from mobile screen and see you next.